Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm so glad y'all here. I hope y'all already hit that like button, but if you didn't, it ain't too late. Go ahead and hit that bad boy right now. Thank y'all so much for being here, and let's talk about these people because they deserve to be talked about after what we just saw here tonight. Oh, after everything we just saw here tonight, we got to talk about them. They deserve it, and we're going to give it to them. I'm pretty sure that we probably more than likely going to end up dragging a few people across the porch, but nobody who doesn't deserve it. That's all I'm saying. I'm warning y'all ahead of time. It's going down. So let me greet everybody real quick, real quick if I can. And then we're going to get on into this thing because it's about that time. Oh, shoot, it's my girl, Jay Della Ray. How you doing, boo? It's been a long time. How you been? Queen Mermaid in the building. My good sis Spiller is here. Delicia Desmuke, how you doing? Hey, boo. Nita H is up in here. Hey, Nita H. Miss Sparkle, my Mary Kay lady is here. Jackie Gaines, what's up, sis? G Darling is in the house. Vita is here from Denver. You already know. You know what it is. Cheryl, you made it. Hello. We got my Kia Coco Pop up in here. All right, my sis Deandra O'Neill from the Sunshine State, Nacho Twins mama. Hey sis, DH, what's going on? We got Angie all the way from Miami-Dade County. Hey sis, SS is in the house. Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you. You know Drew ain't worth nothing, but we're gonna talk about it. I will not fail you. Hey Lala Chanel, how you doing, boo? Dana Cutler, Steelers Nation, you already know. Hey Tosh, you made it. How you doing, girl? Who else we got up in here? Let's get it done. We got Egypt Nile, our beautiful archangel, keeping the chat safe. We got, who else we got? The beautiful, the lovely, the illustrious Chanel D. Queen, honey. She is in the house. Who else we got? Who else we got? I don't want to miss nobody. Just Cass, how you doing? Good to see you. King Sankara, what's up to you? How you doing? Cha-Cha is in the house. Cha-Cha now, y'all. Hey, Astute Queen B in the house. How you doing? We got baby sis D. Marie in here. We got Miss Sharice Williams. Child, so many, so many. Y'all knew that from last year now. You know we gonna get into it. Kenya 330, how you doing? DM Rocks, what's going on? Jackie 6, hey sis, how are you? It is the gorgeous Niecy Rose. Hey sister. Chubby girl cuteness. Hello, hello. All right. Mama's baby is here, even though she is hanging with grandma tonight. Thank you for being there with my mama. This is my baby, y'all. Y'all tell her, hey, Main D, how you doing? Love it, love it, love it. Rochelle, hey, girl. Debbie Garcia, I was looking for you because I knew you was going to be here, child. I knew it. I knew I could count on you. Who else is this? Karen Buckner. Hey, girl. How you doing? Rashida. Hey, sis. Good to see you. Megan, my Mega Million 1990. Hello, gorgeous. My good sis, Marilyn. I love you. Allie from Miami. Hey, girl. How you doing? E. Davis in the house. All right, all right. I make 59 look good. And yes, you do. You make every age look good, sis. It's the beautiful Cece Miller. How are you? Yvette coming in from the UK. I am unique. So happy to see you. All right. Lil Mackie, what's going on? Good to see you. All right. Did I get everybody? Did I miss anybody? Y'all don't let me miss nobody. DM Rocks, thank you for the super chat. Say, so glad to see my girl Kenya. Sheree got the story wrong. It was Drew and Candy. Say it was small. I like the new girl Sonya. I know that's right. I don't know if I like any of them, but I like you, and I'm glad you're here. All right, Miss Lexi, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're glad you're here. Dwan Hughes, welcome to you. And good evening. It's good to see you. Queen of Hearts, KS, good to see you. Alex Waters, how are you? How are you? Happy Sunday, and I'm glad you made it. So listen, I think I done got everybody. Did I get everybody? It looks that way. So let's get into this thing. Y'all, please hit the like button. Kim Bird, how you doing, boo? Y'all, please hit the like button as you come in. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. It's Miss Parker to you. Good to see you. Y'all still coming in. Look, if I miss somebody, don't y'all miss them. If I don't greet them, you greet them. And I'll catch them when they start talking. Okay? But listen, I'm glad y'all here. Let's talk about these folks, shall we? Oh, child, it's a mess. And yes, I am hate watching because y'all know I don't like these folks and I don't really like this show. But I'm going to watch enough on an unauthorized source just to make sure that I don't give them even one view because I'm waiting to see what the ratings will do on their own. Hey, Andrew Mack. Yes, honey, we back at it. I'm so glad you're here because you know it just ain't the same without you. It just ain't the same without you, Andrew Mack. It's not. So listen, listen, listen. So this whole thing, the way it even started, y'all, let me just say this. The way it started gave me an inclination of what we in for. We in for some foolishness, some tomfoolery. We in for some shenanigans. We're in for some real live bull crap. That's what we in for. This whole season about to be messed. Hey, learning to love myself. And the reason I say that is we started off dry. We started off with Kenya still lying. Oh, Mark won't just sign the papers and go away. Child, what you mean? He won't sign papers and go away. You know that man want a check, cut the check, let him go. Y'all had an arrangement. The arrangement is over. He couldn't even pretend to like you long enough to get through the show, to get through the season last season. Cut the check for the man and let him go. That's right, CC Miller. I'm hate watching. I am. I'm telling you, this show is dead. It's over. If tonight was any indication of what we got to look forward to, they need to go on and flush this floater down the toilet. Hey, Michelle Chapman Hannibal, how are you? Hey, Miss Gigi. Girl, say it again. This was one dry episode. It was so dry. I just drank water that wasn't cold. Tosh say, I want to like Kenya so bad, but she makes it so hard. It's impossible to like her. The people that like her, I feel like y'all got some kind of magic trick or magic crystal y'all rub before you look at the TV. I'm not sure how you do it. But anyway, she's still lying. He won't sign the papers and go away. Like, girl, please do not bring that run-on fake storyline from last season. Do not bring that into the next season. We already knew it was going to be dry, but come on, man. You ain't got to announce it at the beginning of the episode that this is what you about to hit us with for the third year, for the second year, third year, however many years in a row. This divorce been going on longer than the fake marriage. Hey, Virginia Hill. So I say we already see what this is about to be. Lala said exactly 3 words to describe this episode: dry, dry, and boring. Facts. Facts. Hey, Vanessa Kamagay. I love you. I'm glad you made it. Yeah, girl, listen, hold on. Michelle say, I agree, the premiere fell flat completely. Completely. Now, DM Rock, she say production is shady for filming Kenya's rehearsal for the dance. They got her eliminated. Now, you know what? I don't like Kenya, but I did feel bad for her getting eliminated off that show. I did. I don't know why I felt bad for her, but I really did. D. Marie said Kenya was so different on the Ultimate Girls trip. Yeah, I don't know. I can't explain why she would have been different, but it almost lets you know that she doesn't have to act like she acts. This is what she chooses to do. Say it was dry as toast with no butter. All facts. So then they get into the boredom of Candy's bedroom. I don't know who thought that we needed to know that. I'm not sure who thought we needed to know that, but that's what we got. The boredom of Candy's bedroom. Like, I don't think that was a news flash for anybody. Nacho Twins mama say, oh, poor cornbread. Can you still recycling that dry storyline? Yes, she brought it back, Nacho Twins mama. She brought it back again. He won't just sign the papers and go. I don't know why he won't just sign the papers. I don't know what he wants. You know darn well what he wants. He want a check, Kenya. Cut the check. God darn it. Rashida say, what exactly were y'all expecting from the first episode? Well, in seasons past, the first episodes were entertaining. This was not. This was just a nice little, view, a nice little foreshadowing for the dryness that's about to be this season. That's what it's about to be. Lil Mackie said, I guess if they was fighting each other in the first episode, I guess everybody would have loved the show. No, because then the fights probably still would have been faked and staged. It's not about whether you fighting or not. It's called, are you interested? And they weren't. Now that's what we saying. They're not interested. She does need a storyline, and she's never had one. She's never had one. The most interesting she's ever been was when she was trying to go with Phaedra's husband. Ms. Gigi say, I don't think I'm going to be running to watch this no every Sunday. The scenes were forced and phony, and this was as fake as Kenya Square. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can't even read that, but okay. I'm with you, girl. Yeah, we expected more than what we got. That's what I'm trying to say. First episode supposed to set the tone. Well, baby, it did set the tone. The sad part is the tone that they set. That's the sad part. Right, right. Hey, Candace Lane, she act different around clear people. She sure do. She got manners. She's almost pleasant around clear people. Hey, Candace Lane, how you doing? So we saw kind of where it was going. And say the first season episode supposed to get people interested for the rest of the season, right? And they didn't do that. I'm telling you, anything I watch gonna be hate watch the rest of the time. Main D say, anyone else feel a way about the Bad Girls Club SoundCloud background music? Used to be cute jazzy instrumentals. I ain't gonna say nothing, Main D. Andrew May say, don't be so hard on the girl, Seanitra. It was not nice. It might have been nice to you. It was as nice as elevator music and oatmeal with no butter. SS say Nene didn't have to fight with anyone to be interested. She's hilarious and entertaining on her own. All facts. All listen, SS up here preaching and everybody just saying amen. I don't Debbie say that's what I was going to say about the clear people and how she talk and treat them. That's right, Debbie. That's right, Debbie. Go on, tell the truth. You ain't gonna get in trouble for telling the truth on the porch. So moving right along, then we go to another dry episode. Marlo up there getting them boys ready for school. Now every mama know that getting children ready for school ain't interesting. I'm trying to figure out why were the cameras there. Hey, cousin. All right, I'm glad you're here listening because we about to drag these people. I'm telling you. Say where was the hype for the season? This was like stale popcorn, no crunch. At this point, just throw the show away. I've been advocating for them to flush this floater for the last 2 seasons. They'll take any watch and even the hate watchers. Yeah, but I'm gonna watch on unauthorized channels to make sure that they do not get not one view for their ratings. That's how much I don't like them. That's a good point that she chooses that. Yeah, she chooses to act that way. And until she went on the ultimate girls trip, the only excuse I had for Kenya was maybe she doesn't know how to behave. Oh, it was boring as hell, AT2. Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you everything about it. But we so glad you here, cousin. Nisi say, to be honest, Marlo seemed forced and fell flat. It did. It forced and real flat. Rashida say she enjoyed it, and I'm excited for what's next. Y'all have made up in your minds that y'all not gonna like the show. It's not just that, sis. I didn't like them last season. It was dry then, and it's dry now. Now, if they show me something interesting, I tell the truth on people, even if I don't like them. Hey, Dolce Kistis, how you doing? Yeah, that was just some bull. Mornings ain't that calm. Well, I don't know. My mornings be calm with my children because they know I got belts and switches and all types of stuff. You know, that's one of my kids there. My mornings was always calm. They can tell you I didn't do a bunch of yelling and hollering. Vanessa said I will watch, but I need more authenticity in these episodes. It ain't gonna happen. And again, hey girl, yeah, that show was stripped. It was. Hey, Randa Diva. Yes, honey. Talk about a Randall. Talk about a Randall. Gunther, this your first time listening. Hold on, let me intro. Well, welcome, Gunther. Welcome. Listen, everybody over here's opinion is welcome. So please feel free to say anything you like. Just please no cussing in the chat, and you will never be attacked for your opinion. I make 59 look good. Thank you so much for the super chat. Say, I like to send my support. Love you, sis. I love you right back. Marilyn say, I'm not watching it all, my sis. You right. I'll keep you updated. I got you. Oh, yeah. I will use unauthorized channels just to make sure they don't get a view. That's real. I ain't have to watch last season to know it was gonna be dry, except for the Bolo hype, and that was whack. It was real whack. AT2, no, Nene wouldn't have made no difference. Let's be clear. Let me get this cleared up before we go another further. And I do mean another further. Nobody could have saved what I just saw. If this episode was any indication of what we're about to get this season, Nene couldn't save this, Phaedra couldn't save this. If Nene, Phaedra, Lisa, Wu, if Deshaun Snow came back, if they brought in all of the OG, nobody could have saved this. This is a mess. And we already see what they about to make the storyline. They about to make Drew and her defunct husband the storyline. That's right. That's right. Welcome, Gunther. You are more than welcome, honey. More than welcome. Okay, I'm telling the truth, AT2. Nobody can help them. Child. Listen. Yeah, you listen. If y'all get me too sidetracked, I'm not gonna keep track of what I saw. You say only if Nene came in swinging. Swinging what? Dolce, what could she swing that could have saved this mess? That's all I'm saying. I like Nene as much as the next person, but Nene is not the savior. She is not, she was not on Calvary Hill. There's nothing she could have done for this. Yeah, it's just one of them things. Say it's over with for Nene. She'll never work for Bravo again. Let's move on. Yeah, I mean, but even if she did, she couldn't save this. This franchise it's a wrap. Atlanta's a wrap. Yeah, the whole rosary can't save it. Thank you. You say this episode gave me whiplash. It was all over the place. Thank you, girl. Say it again. That was the thing. Nothing was cohesive. It was just a mess. They just threw a bunch of stuff at the wall and tried, I guess, to see what would stick. But we'll get into it. We're going to get into it. Pisces B, you liked it. I believe you liked it, but that ain't this. This wasn't it. I done seen it, and this wasn't it. Hey, Tracy Lashley. Okay. You say her fist or her designer imposter handbags. I can't fool with you. Y'all crazy. Hey, Alicia Mata, pretty picture. Say it looks like it's going to be fun this season with some petty drama. They actually look like girlfriends this year, but Kenya got started with Marlo first episode. That nasty creature gets started with everybody first episode. Queen Mermaid said if Nene came back with her original face, it would get ratings up. Oh my gosh. It's always heavily edited, Pisces B. It's just real cute. Y'all can only recognize it's heavily edited when it's y'all's faves. And again, says same old stories. Kenya still talking about her divorce. Drew and her husband still boring. Right. Now, what you say, Gunther? Marlo got the center peach at the beginning of the show. Well, if you say so. So let me get back to what's happening. Because y'all know I will get caught up in y'all's comments and I will never make it through the mess we saw because it's so dry that y'all's comments are way more entertaining than what I just saw on that screen. But okay. So Marlo getting the kids up for school. She's giving this dry, I guess it was supposed to be witty explanation of what a muntie is, like a mama and an auntie. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate it. I appreciate you having my back. That's my dog right there. Yeah. Hey, Monique C. Don't worry. I got you, girl. So she gave this dry, I guess supposed to be somewhat comic explanation for mom and auntie. She had the kids for 3 years. Her sister locked up. We know that much. It was so pitiful. Miss Thing was up there sniffing people's breath to see if they brush their teeth. And mind you, this is stuff that mamas go through. You got to check them kids and their hygiene. I'm not mad at that. Just don't know that I wanted to see that on my screen. Now, where Marlo really lost me, was the going to talking about how the kids were living and now they riding in Rolls Royces and I'm spoiling them. Like, girl, you don't have to brag. We know you got some coins, baby. We do. I think it's clear that you got some coins. That's why your co-stars are constantly trying to call you a prostitute because you got them and they don't know how you got them. It made your throat dry and parched. I agree. I understand. I got a bottle of water with me right now for the same reason. Don D says Sonya and her husband had a show years ago. They gave great, clean entertainment. Hope it's the same this show. I hope so too. I really do. Alicia says, so far it looks like a show being taped rather than cameras following people on the show, but I'm still here for it. Well, we gonna see. We gonna see. Right. Wasn't that cringy? I didn't like that. It made me very uncomfortable. I was very, very uncomfortable with that. Randa said, I'll never understand why people who host events let their guests arrive before them. I'm always there to set the tone for my event and greet my guests. Yeah, but a lot of people like to make entrances. And, and some people just chronically late. So I don't think I would have been that late. I could see wanting to make an entrance, but over an hour and a half late is just, to me, it's a little tacky. It's a little tacky. And that's the other part, Karen. That was stupid as hell. If her sister is incarcerated, why would she think she would only have him for a week? That's a very good question. But I'm going to tell you what I think about that. Can I be honest, Karen? Can I be honest? I think when Marlo said that, a lot of y'all took it as she was being dumb. But I think that Marlo was kind of telling on herself, y'all. I think Marlo was telling on herself. I think she had intentions to get those babies for a little while to be able to film with them, to try to make herself seem interesting, and she was going to be able to pawn them off on another relative. And I think it didn't work that way. I don't think she meant to keep those children and do right by them. I'm glad that she did. But I think she was telling on herself a little bit. Girl, she has disappointed the hell out of me. I didn't have a lot of expectations of her, and now I have even less. Tracy said, I have done the same scene with my girls for years, waking up for school. Where's my check? Hello? Girl, Lord, hold on. Wait a minute. I lost Randa's comment and I need it. Lay tacky. Girl, if you don't stop, I'm going to leave this live and let y'all have it. Okay? Hey, Auntie Eva. All right. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, Karen. I think she told on herself. Y'all got to catch when people trying to be, ditzy, but they're really telling you what their intentions were. So that sound right to me too. She ain't intend to be a Muntie. No, she didn't intend for that at all. I think she was really planning to use those children and dump those children, and then lo and behold, it wasn't nowhere to dump them. So then she had to go ahead and do the right thing, and I'm glad she did. Marlo wanted an extra check. No, she didn't want no check for them kids. She just wanted to use them for film time. Hey, Talk Facts. She probably did put some money in the bank for them, but I just feel like when you do for people, why you got to talk about it? Yeah, it did look chopped and screwed, and it did look thrown together. I agree. Y'all ain't saying nothing wrong. And you're right, Gunther. Very annoying. Yes. King St. Cara said, what's up, Auntie? She definitely topped herself. It was for the cameras, but good. God worked it out. Yeah, definitely. And thank God he worked it out. Yeah, I think she was trying to secure that peach and she got it, but I don't think she really intended. And I think that's what kind of came out with her comment that, I thought it was going to be like a week, but now it's been like 3 years. Yeah, it needs to be 3 years. Stay there for them children. You see, they need you if you could talk about how they was eating McDonald's. Right. Them children got Marlo that peach. Right. And I didn't like that either. Why you got to be talking about the fact that your sister in jail? Marlo, these are some nasty characters, all of them. And again, say I agree, and she decided to make it work with the boys. Child, we gonna talk about that spelling being wrong. Thank you. So they had to cut Sheree boyfriend footage out of the show. Yes, I remember that too. Y'all know that we were talking about that in the blogs, or we were reading about that in the blogs before the show came on. Yeah, it wasn't cool to be talking about what you did. If you got to talk about it, don't do it. Hey, Allie from Miami, thank you for the super chat. Said they are making Marlo like Tommy from Martin. Yeah, she ain't got no job. Well, she don't ever pretend to have one either. You got to give her that. Tommy kept lying. All right. Thank you, Talk Facts. So you see where I'm coming from. It's something about doing for people. If you got to talk about it, just keep it to yourself. If you got to sit up and talk about what you did for them, just don't do it. Just keep your little money here. Ain't that how black people do it? After you did something, it's your little money. Keep your little money. Gunther saying, did everyone else notice that Sheree's face was frozen like Madame the Puppet? Just curious. Okay, you gonna fit in just fine over here because you crazy. And you right too. So Anyway, we got past that little dry episode, getting the churn up and cooking, and even one of the little boys was like, was that necessary? I agree, King Sankar. That was a mess. I didn't like that. Then Drew and Ralph, he asked her about the wig and the lash glue while they in the car going to work out. I thought that was obnoxious. It wasn't witty. It wasn't funny. It wasn't cute. First of all, sir, stop stealing other people's material. Apollo and them did that seasons and seasons back when he was talking about Phaedra needing glue for her lashes and nails and hair and all this other stuff. It wasn't funny then. It's even less funny now, especially with everybody knowing how you disrespect your wife. So you making that comment was almost like you trying to put her down on screen to excuse yourself for how you out here hoe hopping. Okay? I'm just saying. I don't want to miss nobody. Y'all know I be trying to get everything. Rashida said the point of reality is exposing your life, so why not tell that her sister's in jail? I feel you, but that's not her life. That's her sister's life. So if you helped your sister with her kids, you didn't have to come on TV and talk about your sister being in jail. You could have said your sister's in a situation where she couldn't care for her kids, so you did it. It was no reason to do that unless you're trying to make her look bad, to make yourself look good. I just don't like it. That's other people might think it's cool. Yes, Gunther is definitely a sniper. Welcome to the porch. But I just feel like personally, if I'm going to help you, I'm not going to talk about you, especially my sister. I have a sister that's way worse than somebody in jail, but I would never get on national television and say something like that about my sister. I don't know. I live by a whole different code. Yes, textbook narcissist. Textbook. Mega Million 1990. Thank you so much for the super chat. Say, did you catch the shade Candy was giving Marlo about where her money coming from? Do you think she jealous? I definitely think Candy's jealous of anybody who is not paying men because that's her bag. But thank you for the super chat. I love you. Yeah, he's shady and disrespectful. I'm not digging Ralph. Good old Ralphie. Ralphie, my boy. Talk Fact says, and never did like her, and I really don't watch the show. I just wanted to hear a laugh from you. Well, I'm so glad you came to hear me run my big mouth. Okay? I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Pisces be what you say. It's better for Marlo to say it than it show up in the blogs. Nah, I'm not feeling that. I don't care how you slice that. You don't badmouth your family on national TV or international TV. It's a no for me. Yeah, that's how y'all treat y'all family. Go ahead. When it come to mine, it's a no. Even the ones I don't like, we're not gonna do that. Miss Gigi said after the Marlo breakfast episode is where it became white noise in the room. I started back at the Latrashy fashion thingy. I'm done with you, not Latrashy. So he, messing with her about the glue and stuff. They go to work out. Sonya there with her husband. She telling her about, to drop it with Drew where you can lose weight. And I'm like, all right, I ain't never know you to be no weight loss guru, girl, but okay. Hey, Lily. Spiller said we need 50 likes, y'all. Please hit the like button. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Don D says she claims she had real estate and she did good with the coin the billionaire gave her. Yes, she did say that. And I believe she may have. Apparently, Marlo is pretty good with $1. But what I ain't figured out is, I don't know. Y'all know I've said this before. I have a hard time when you have known hoes pointing at other people calling them hoes. I'm sorry. That's like my extra juicy, extra plump, oversized tail pointing at somebody saying drop a biscuit. Something about that don't sit right with me. That's all I'm saying. Say that's why candy should be called candy coated crap instead of candy coated nice. I'm not touching that. Say like Mia did her mom on Potomac. Exactly. I don't like that. I don't like it. Count me out. Drew is off and doesn't fit in. She sure doesn't. And DT, hey my bookie. Yes, y'all please hit the like button. Please, please, please. Yeah, Marlo got a bunch of mug shots where she done cut folks and everything. She one of them blade runners. Gunther say always labels, never a man. And to say lay garbage. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping tonight. I don't even know what to do with y'all. I can't keep up. Say watching Drew's marriage circle in the drain is not fun. Another one bites the dust. Right. I don't enjoy it either. Hey, LEL. Okay. So anyway, they get there, they're doing the workout thing. She's telling them about drop it with Drew. Again, never heard that she was no weight loss guru. But then she said that it was some company that approached her. Why they would have approached her, I don't know, but I'm gonna leave that because I don't understand, where she was going with it. Sonya, I can see is a little bit shady because she was like, she telling me about drop, drop it with Drew, but she can't even drop into a squat. And it was a little shady, but to me, it was a little misplaced. It felt a little off center simply because, ma'am, you a whole Olympic athlete. Do you really expect everybody to be in the same condition you are as an Olympic athlete? But I'm gonna leave that alone because I can already tell Sonya gonna get on my nerves for the end of this season. She was on the verge tonight. Truth be heard. Randa said, I do understand what Marlo is trying to do with her business. However, a mere cursory on the internet would let her know that the archive is, I guess it could, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not real heavy on semantics. She did it. It was goofy. I'm pretty sure she's already sent somebody to fix the E on the window. Hopefully. Say Drew is a liar. Where's the baby makeover? She need a refund. Thank you. Thank you for saying it, Lily, because I really felt bad. Right. You know what, Angie? I'm not fooling with you about this lady Edges. Hey, Queena. Yeah, Sonya seemed messy, and it's just something about the way she doing stuff that's making me uncomfortable. I'm gonna reserve my judgment because y'all know when Potomac started last year, I tried to have Nia back. I'm like, okay, she funny, she a little messy, but she funny. She take a few shots here and there. She all right, and she turned out to be a whole scumbag. Okay, so I'm gonna reserve my judgment on Sonya. Hey, RJ Gray. Thank you, Hazeline. All right. Hey, AAE. Say Marlo should have spoken to someone about Brandon. She probably should have, but she didn't. It is what it is. But we ain't got that far yet, y'all. Hold on. So then, after Sonya makes her comment about she can't drop into a squat like everybody else is out there getting Olympic medals, baby, we not doing that. She did say Sheree worked out with her before, which that ain't no shock because Sheree works out all the time. Sheree is always in excellent shape. Y'all say what y'all want to say about her. The heifer works out. Hey, Red Majestic Diva. Lily says, I embrace all my thickness. Drew just embrace it and work on it. Thick thighs save lives. You better say it. Ooh, you better say it. AAE, thank you for the super chat. Say the entire season is full of supporting characters. You better say it again because that's all going on. It's a bunch of supporting characters. Ain't one front man in that whole cast. Yeah, drop it with Drew is a no for me too. But I can't drop it with nobody. I got a bad knee. So I ain't finna come for nobody about who could drop what where. I can't even let it down like it's warm. Forget dropping it. Todd say, I get her business is kind of like Rent the Runway. Exactly. And a lot like Bag Borrow Steal and other things. But I guess because she's somebody they know and she's black, we got to pretend like, oh, it's so outlandish. How can it be possible? It's like, child, look, if y'all gonna hate, be more creative. This is sad. Cherie says Drew will always feel insecure since she can't keep her husband in the house. That ain't nothing to feel insecure about. If you can't keep him in the house, when he walk out the house, have the locksmith change the locks. Hello, good night. RJ say that makeover didn't make her over. She needs something else. Maybe she should exercise with Sheree. She should, because Sheree is always in shape. Y'all say what y'all want to say about Sheree. Sheree be in shape. Jerry, I say, sounds like Portia need to come back to the show right away. Portia can't save this. Portia can't do nothing with this. She need to drop to the basement. You too cold. AAE, thank you for the super chat. Say Sheree is so beautiful and Sheree makes beautiful children. That's true. Bob is lucky he married Sheree to improve his genetic line. Listen, why are we dragging Bob and his eye across this porch tonight? Just why? That is exactly what she did. And I recognize that off rip, that's what she did. And I feel like people like Kenya, it's like if you're a pedestrian, just say that. You don't have to just go and exhibit how pedestrian you are. I was expecting models like, girl, everybody don't do that. Stop it. Say so may drop it and can't get right. If I drop it, it's not coming back up. Y'all gonna have to call 911 to help auntie off the floor. So I'm not gonna do it. AAE, thank you for the super chat. Says hashtag draft Phaedra. Y'all trying to bring everybody in to save this little dead show. Let it die. Let it die. Thank you, Niecy. I'm glad somebody got some sympathy for Bob. Say not Mr. Bob in his eye. Popo man. Woo. Say I'm waiting on someone to come out and say Marlo didn't pay for one of them outfits and they want their money. You gonna be waiting, honey. Marlo paid for her stuff. Now we ain't gonna talk on who gave her the money to pay for it, but she sure paid for it. Mm-hmm. So anyway, y'all. See, y'all be getting me off track. Y'all do this on purpose. Then Drew up there talking about that her and her husband still working through Tampa. So I said, okay, here we go with the second storyline from last season that we gonna drag into this season. So see, she came into the show last season, putting all her business out about her marriage right up front. And so here we are again in your second season on RHOA. What we got in the first episode, you, your man, and his wandering phallus. Why? Just why? Rakita, it was bad. It was bad. I'm telling you. It was bad, girl. And I'm gonna tell you what happened. So anyway, then then cut over to Drew's husband talking to Sonia's husband, talking about he writing the stepdaddy book. I'm like, the stepdaddy, child, stop. Then then he said, he got well, not I don't think he said it. I think she was the one that was telling Sonya about, yeah, it was her telling Sonya about the text messages about him getting a massage, and then she tells Sonya that he told her if she get in between him and his dreams, he gonna choose his dreams. I'm not exactly sure what Drew waiting on. This man is telling you he don't want you, but it is what it is. Then we cut over to Kenya and her dance partner, and this is why I say whichever one of y'all said that this thing was all over the place, it was no type of cohesiveness, and it just looked thrown together. I didn't understand how this worked because they cut over to Kenya and her dance partner, and they had the baby in the kitchen, and the baby she's getting cuter every day and everything, and then they showed Marlo's invitation, but I didn't understand why we needed to be in the kitchen because nothing happened in the kitchen, nothing was said in the kitchen, nothing was done in the kitchen. And so then she got the invitation, everybody else got the invitation. Marlo sent the little cute girl with the pink dress to play the invitation on the computer or whatever. Kenya, of course, first thing right off the bat, being rude. Oh, it's cheap. She want to be extra. She need to do better. And that's a good criticism, girl. Why? Like, who asked you to be criticizing and being nasty right off the bat? Stop. Hey, my Christian key. I just didn't understand it. It wasn't working for me. Say, Lord Drew by a vowel or a clue or something. That husband is a mess. Yes, and he barely her husband at this point. AAE say Lord Kenya and his dance partner. The dance partner she randomly is taking pictures with, including her toddler. Right? It was just strange. Is it me or was that strange? Okay, so before I go any further, put a 1 in the chat if you understood that scene with Kenya, the dance partner, and the baby in the kitchen, and or put a 2 in the chat if you was confused like me. Because I was confused. If you understood how that scene fit into anything, put a 1 in the chat. And if I see some ones, I'm gonna ask y'all to explain it to me. Okay. And if you was confused like me, put a 2 in the chat. Because I was just confused. Like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? I didn't get it. I see a bunch of 2s. I was hoping it was gonna be 1 and somebody could explain to me what the hell that scene had to do with anything. Okay, so I guess we all confused together. Whoo, child, a mess. So anyway, Sonya and her family. I thought it was cute. She moved her mom and her dad and them in with her. Y'all, it is the beautiful Anne Grace. Hey, gorgeous. You watching American Idol? I know that's right. So listen, that was nice. They Jamaican. Her daddy is real Jamaican. His accent was adorable. It was nice that her and her husband met in college. They asked the little boy, do he want a sibling? What the daddy asked him. The baby said he want a dog. He don't want no little sister. Her husband kind of, was giving her some pressure, talking back because she was saying like, I don't want us to get a baby and that push us further apart. And that man kind of put pressure on her and said, Well, it could work the other way, couldn't it? Almost. I'm gonna tell y'all how I took that. I took that as he was saying, if I don't get my baby, that might mess up this marriage. In other words, maybe he might be thinking about getting that baby somewhere else if he really wanted. Okay. You say sound like production is still sabotaging RHOA along with the ladies. I mean, are they sabotaging it or are they really just that dry? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, definitely trying to make fetch happen and it ain't happening. Hey, my plum. Okay. But anyway, off of that. So yeah, he made that statement and put a little pressure. But then when Sonya was talking to her parents, she was talking about how when she had their first baby, that he kind of checked out on her. And I understand what she's saying because it's some men like that. They might not leave you, but they still left you. He still come home, but he ain't really got your time. So she's saying she's scared to have baby number two because he was acting funny after baby number one. I understand exactly what she's saying. See, I ain't see it, but I'm waiting to hear what number one and number two has to say. Well, Sonya's father reminds me of my dad. Her parents are funny and cute, very cute, and her mama is beautiful. You say them marriages make you glad to be single. I understand. I do. I do. Yeah, I'm with you. I wouldn't do it either. She's an Olympic athlete. She's a runner. She's a track and field athlete in the Olympics, and not very interesting so far. But she got some layers to her, and I'm not sure if I like her. It's a little strange. That's all I'm saying. It's just a little strange. But anyway, then they go to Drew's house. Y'all see how this is going. It's just dry. Nothing really happening. Get to Drew's house for the healthy food prep tasting. And I was like, okay, there's some more weird stuff. So I guess she gonna be pushing this drop it with Drew stuff. Then she mentioned she had a hysterectomy and a mama makeover. Now, is it me? Is it me? Or did those before and after pictures look identical? Now, if you saw 25 pounds from one picture to the next, put a one in the chat. If she looked exactly the same in the before and after the YouTube, put a two in the chat. Because I need somebody else to let me know. I looked at the before picture and the after picture, and I saw the same body. It just looked like she had sucked in her stomach a little bit and maybe straighten out her back to pull out, to smooth out some one or two rolls a little bit. I didn't see no 25 pounds. Egypt Crazy says she's a runner, she's a track star. I'm done it. Tosh say Drew doesn't have a neck and is concerning. It is. It's very disturbing. All right. Lily say I'm slim thick. Drew is SpongeBob. Two all day. I'm just saying. I didn't see it. The only change I saw Auntie Eva was it looked like she kind of set up straight and straightened out her spine a little bit. Yeah, two in a different bra. Yeah. Yep. Say they were the same pictures, just a different pose. Right. I didn't understand why are we doing a before and after at the same weight. Talking about you done dropped 25 pounds. Angie clowning, talking about maybe Zeno is her first cousin. I'm through. I'm through with all of it. Behind that. Listen, don't y'all dare bring Nikki Lee's into this. Don't bring Nikki Lee's into this. But yeah, so she said she had a mama makeover and lost 25 pounds. I didn't see no evidence of a mommy makeover. I didn't see no 25 pounds gone. The before and after picture looked exactly the same. It was a bit much. Sonya brings up the assistant, and I feel like if she was talking to you, why you get in front of Candy and bring up this girl, the assistant with her husband and all that? I don't understand. I'm confused. But she brought that up again, but she brought it up in front of Candy. They sitting up there talking about it, and next thing you know, he walks in while they talking. And so Candy gonna ask straight up, was he eavesdropping? His excuse for this girl telling him she gonna give him a massage when he was having back pain, and Drew even knew I was having back pain. What you having back pain got to do with that? So then Candy asked him, which was actually a valid question. What was your reply? You say he was eavesdropping. I believe it. I believe it, Lily. He was. Yeah, Putin did her makeover. That's right, Vita. Putin did it. Everything happened. Putin did it. Y'all remember that. Hey, God's anointed daughter. So he didn't want to give his reply. He was like, oh, my reply was a throwaway. And then he went on to give this long explanation, took us all down I-75 on the back road instead of getting us straight to the point. So eventually he ended up saying, well, I'm a guy, LOL. So Candy translated it for him real quick. You know what you were saying. I'm a guy. If you come over here, it's going to be more than a massage. Everybody knew what it was. And then what I thought was real pitiful was that Drew don't even know the girl name. Now, Candy did some good investigative work and found the girl's social media. That was interesting. That was interesting all the way around the board. But Drew didn't even know the girl name. This help for working with your husband as his assistant. And you don't know her name. You don't know my name. Somebody call Alicia Keys. Well, don't call her because she like to go with people's husbands too. But I'm going to let that go. So then 10 minutes before the end of the show, hey, Candy, they going to put Sheree in here. I'm confused. We done had a whole episode, an entire episode. 10 minutes before the end of the show, here comes Sheree for a blurb. She came in 10 minutes before the end of the show, but they didn't even keep her on the screen for 10 minutes. It was a quick blurb. It was like a 30-second cameo or something. Okay. And then even in that, she wasn't even by herself. She was literally video chatting with Marlo. And Marlo, she shaded her, but she said it straight to her. She was like, don't show up in none of them She by Sheree joggers. And they played it off and laughed it off or whatever. But I was like, what did this have to do with anything? This was a mess. I'm just saying, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. So then we get to Marlo's event. I think this was the most interesting thing in the whole show. But let's talk about it. Let's get into it because that's where most of the mess went down in the last few minutes of the show. So y'all know what we in for because it ain't gonna be no event every episode. So anyway, I saw Alonzo Arnold was there, Angela Simmons. It was quite a few, people who were somebody outside of this show who were there, which was interesting. Sonya shows up. She's like, I don't know what this is supposed to be about. Apparently Marlo had J-Lo's actual dress. It was an expensive event space, Candy says, and I believe because it did look like an expensive event space. Sheree said she heard so much about Drew, but she had never met her. Marlo at that point was over an hour and a half late. Hey, Nadia. So I'm sitting there like, Marlo, I understand about making an entrance, but an hour and a half is excessive. Okay. Let me see some of y'all comments because I be trying to run my mouth. Rakita say that's a shame. Sheree keep letting Bravo use her. She sure will because Sheree coming to get that check. She's coming to get the check regardless. But they went on after that. This was the night after Kenya got cut off that show. Sonya hadn't met Kenya yet. Of course, you got Candy sitting there like, well, she nice. I mean, other people wouldn't say that, but I like her. And I was like, okay, here we go. Yeah, definitely. Lily say definitely expensive, and definitely Lily is in the Atlanta area, so she might know that venue. I couldn't recognize what it was. A fashion show with no models, how dreadful, but it wasn't a fashion show. That's kind of where Kenya started looking like a donkey. LJ forever say, I couldn't understand Marlo's business plan. Who gonna pay thousands to wear a dress for one night? They do it all the time, unfortunately. AAE say, what is Marlo doing being late for an hour and a half? This don't make sense. It doesn't. That was the tackiest thing she did all night. Yeah, Candy definitely got her click. Say, I would have left 30 minutes. I would have left 30 minutes late. Is ridiculous. They was hanging around to get food. So anyway, Kenya was in the confessional after she met Sonya, being dumb about the girl's name, talking about Sonya, like, girl, stop. It's not that deep for you to pretend like you can't pronounce her name. Just stop being tacky. If you can. Somebody help her. So then they were all sitting up complaining. It wasn't just Kenya, but it kind of fell on Kenya when Sheree and Sonya went and told it. But Kenya came in complaining about the food. Ain't no food. And talking about, oh, how dreadful. Like, stop trying to steal lies from Dwight. When that went on, you wasn't even on the show. Girl, tell us tell us you're a fan without telling us you're a fan. Then Drew had this awkward talk with Kenya about, I felt bad we didn't connect and they wanted to start over. Kenya said she's willing to start over with her and say it wasn't that deep. Of course, they had to point out that Le Archive was misspelled because the E shouldn't have been there. And but they didn't tell Marlo. They should have told her that because Marlo was pretty direct this episode, but they didn't tell her. And then she says she's renting only to people in the industry. So I guess if somebody has an event or a photo shoot, she'll rent them some clothes. Which, okay, girl, go ahead. Anything might work. I'm not mad at it. Drew asked if she could rent something and she could put in an order for something. Marlo was like, when was your last gig? Are you still in the industry? See, that's what you're supposed to do. If you're going to say something slick, say it to the person. Don't wait till they gone. Hey, Kiana Young. I'm telling you, I didn't understand it. Tosh say the thing is 25% down is most likely not in a production budget. I can see celeb stylists getting it for their clients. Yeah, but no matter who she get the money from, y'all, if she get the money, God bless her. I don't have a problem with it, long as she ain't stealing from nobody. If you don't steal, it's cool to me. But anyway, then the hors d'oeuvres come out. The same people that was complaining ain't no food. Oh, she got the good food. I say, wow, this is embarrassing. Then Marlo gonna drop a bomb, y'all. She say she spent $40,000 for the event. The whole episode wasn't worth $40,000, but she spent 40 racks for the event. She says she gonna make it back. It is what it is. Marlo did her wardrobe change, and it was kind of questionable. It was cute, but it was questionable. Sheree said it looked like them candies your grandmama give you in church. It kind of did. I ain't gonna lie. Kenya still nasty. Nothing to see there. Kenya went to hating on the girl dress, talking about, the dress is you supposed to wear the dress. Don't let the dress wear you. And meanwhile, I'm just watching that all the nastiness spewing out of her mouth. She was just mad about everything. And then Sheree and Sonya went and told her everything that this girl had to say, and I was really laughing. Cherie said renting clothes makes sense for celebs since they don't get caught wearing the same thing more than once. It makes a lot of sense, and a lot of them already rent and borrow clothing. That's why I was kind of laughing at them for acting like country Bamas on national television who don't know that. That was embarrassing. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with it. Like, it's not even new. Like, if it was a new concept, I could see people like, oh, is it gonna work? Oh, this newfangled thing they call a fax machine. How is it gonna work? Like, come on, this ain't new. Stop. Marlo tore those girls up, called Drew hair French roll. It was a French roll. It was. listen, hold on. So when they come and tell her everything about how nasty they was being over there, but they left themselves out. But I really didn't hear Sonya say too much other than I don't know how it works. But Marlo was like, went declining about the fact that Kenya was living. She was like, you are new money. You was living in that apartment with that white refrigerator. She was. And went to talking about the fact that she was driving Lisa Ray's Range Rover. Sheree brought the nasty and Marlo served it up. She was like, she gonna always hate. That's just what she do. She don't support nobody. She called that girl a has-been, told her to go get your house pressure washed. I was like, oh my God. She just like ripped her. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. St. Pete don't play. I don't like Marlo like that, but that was not the game to play with the mouth. And Kenya up there telling the girl, talking about, you can't read, Kenya, you can't either. You can't either. And you can't even go toe-to-toe on insults with somebody if they got a real mouth, baby. You late. Obviously, Kenya throw shade at everything and everybody, and is kind of getting tired. If I wasn't told she was not a villain this season, she's kind of irking me already. Well, she claims she's not a villain, but to me, it looked like the same old Kenya. In comparison, she can read better than them. Who can? Who? Who? Because I ain't heard Kenya impressively read nobody, but I have heard several people impressively read her. AAE say a white refrigerator and electric stove with old brown carpet and red furniture. Kenya was in a whole 2-star hotel till Nene came in to say, child, you better say it again. Say it again. No, actually, that ain't come from Mariah. That came from the fact that people went and took pictures of Kenya's house and they had that mole on it. That's where that came from. That ain't had nothing to do with Mariah. Take that back. Kimberly Reviews say you so right. I paid $20 sometimes on an online store and they sent 5 pieces of clothing. Been doing it for years. Yeah, that's not new. Marlo came straight out the gate. She sure did. She went over there straight to them. Hold on. I'm coming. Marlo had them reads queued up since Kenya Moore hair care. I'm done. Let me see what Kiana say. Kiana say Marlo showing them why they gave her that peach. Child. Marlo kicked in the door on Reddit. She had to. Yeah, and she do say it to their face. Lord help. I think that's why some of them really don't like Marlo, because she will say her insults right to your face. Say the only thing Kenya may be able to read is a book. Yeah, because she's educated now. She can read a book. Yeah, Phaedra read Kenya the best, but Kenya has been read several times. SS says, I can't tell how many reunions someone reads Kenya and Kenya just freezes in the moment. She always does. She's not witty worth a darn. RJ Gray say Kenya did really want it with Marlo. Remember when Marlo told her that nobody wants her, not even her mother? Kenya almost cried. Well, I ain't got nothing to say. Well, Marlo did say that to that girl. She did. Then Kenya gonna bring Drew business out in front of Candy gonna bring Drew business out again in front of Kenya, of all people. Kenya can't tell this girl nothing about her husband. When did Kenya have a husband? Because I still say Mark wasn't none of her husband until I see the dissolution of the marriage papers proving that they actually dissolved an actual marriage. I'm not gonna believe that was no marriage. I'm not buying it. No how, no way at all. But anyway, Kenya up there telling her what she should say and see, you should tell him this and you should tell him that. Meanwhile, while Mark was pretending to be your husband, you couldn't tell him nothing. This man sat up there and talked to you like you was a toddler that was on a 5-minute timeout the entire time you was on the screen with that man. We didn't hear you tell him nothing. But you up here telling this girl, you need to tell him this and see, you should say that. Ain't it always like that? People whose life is in a shambles telling you how to put yours together. Please make it make sense. Say facts. I believe Kenya was ever married. Me either. That's why this divorce is the never-ending story. Yeah, good old Ken. He up there calling you Ken and talking to you crazy like you got dirty shoes on, and you couldn't tell him nothing. Ty say Marlo ran over there and was like, tell me what each of you said so I can tell you about yourself. She sure did. Yes, you know he was Kenya's storyline. That's all it was. And I guess since she paid for it, she gonna wear it out every season. We gonna hear about this poor man and his nose ring. He wasn't awful to me. I enjoyed Mark. Y'all say what you want to say. Mark was entertaining to me because every time she lied, he called on it. Ken does need several seats. Amen. What you say? I'm gonna need Sonya to get a stylist and rent some of them outfits. I don't think she can. Yeah, you know you got to be in the industry. You heard when Marlo told Drew, when was your last gig? Yeah, that was his homeboy. Definitely was not his woman. Oh, Lord. Spiller said, I need 69 likes, y'all. Come on, please. Thumbs up. Don D say, from when she went in on Sheree seasons ago, I always like Marlo Reeves. They real low down, but sometimes she misses. Yeah, sometimes she missed. And they really could have gave Mark the peach. They could have gave him the peach they gave Drew. They could have gave him the peach they gave Kenya. They could have gave him the peach, in my opinion, that they gave Sonya. For now, I'm just saying, him and his nose ring was a little jazzy. He was a little snazzy. But anyway, Marlo went over there, child. Like y'all say, she was direct. Told him straight up, I'm hurt and I'm disappointed. She went for Drew right off the muzzle. Drew opened her mouth. She said, Drew, I wouldn't expect you to understand none of this. And what's sad is she's like, oh, is that what we doing, girl? You was running your mouth. You shouldn't have been in it. You of all people. And I knew exactly what Marlo was saying. Your little tacky self ain't got no business discussing nothing about fashion. That should be the last conversation you have for the rest of your life is fashion. You can talk about everything but fashion. Hell, talk about pastries since you wear them in the back of your head. Don't you talk about no fashion. Marlo shredded Drew in the first 5 seconds. I was like, Drew, just sit this one out. And told her about that French roll on the back of her head, talking about something. You said it was a ball. This is what you know, a gala. I'm like, you wasn't no put no French roll in the back of your head for that. And production is messy because they put a picture of a croissant next to that girl's head. And I'm mad because it actually looked like that. Don D, what you say? Yeah, it was the croissant they put next to Drew's head. It did, but it looked like it though. It looked like it though. I'm just saying, it was something. Yeah. Marlo cleared her up quick. Ooh, I said, oh wow. Then she gave him a chance and was like, tell me what. Just go one by one and tell me what y'all had to say. And Candy tried to clear it up, and it kind of worked. It kind of didn't. She said what she wanted to say, and she walked on off. Because she said something about I guess are they in private school or something. So she says to Kenya, "Did you go to private school?" And she went to Candy. Candy, you're loaded. Did you go to private school? Well, no. Ain't nobody go to private school but Drew. So it's like how you bringing up stuff and trying to shame people or shade somebody with something you didn't even have going on, girl. Kenya, do we really need to talk about where you started from? Do we really? You know what I'm saying? I just look at people like that, like, girl, we still trying to find a way to keep your lotion from falling off. Do you understand that? We still ain't figured out how to keep your lotion from running away from you. And you got your mouth open about everything. And I'm gonna tell you something else. It was the constant critiquing from me with Kenya. Kenya, when did you have any experience with fashion? What you know about fashion, girl? You was in pageants. Pageants and fashion have nothing to do with each other. And then when you went from the pageants, you was a video hoe. And then when you went from being a video hoe, you was in King magazine with your booty poked out. That's not modeling. That's soft porn, sweetie. And just going on and on and on. Like, girl, this girl sat up here and fashioned this after those French fashion shows. Nice, and she was being real bougie and whatnot. And you in here complaining because it didn't look like the Baptist church pastor's aid committee Sunday evening fashion show and pretty hat tea. Hey, Michael Morris. Say sorry for coming in out of nowhere, but can we talk about producers being shady for putting the "Bye Ashley" quote in the background when Kenya was finished dancing? Oh, I didn't see that. Oh my gosh. You say Kenya was honey boo boo. Y'all silly. Y'all silly. I'm done. Michael, I agree. I was with her. I'm not Team Twirl. I don't like that Ashley Heifer for nothing. But I felt like she did all right on Dancing with the Stars. And I think when they got rid of her, that some other people could have went before her. Now I believe that. I was pulling for her on that show. Say she don't. They picked her clothes for her. Yeah, she don't know nothing about no fashion. I'm like, girl, what do you know? Where have you been? Where have you been at all? Say she didn't need to clear Drew like that. Drew should have kept quiet. That's like Giselle Bryant trying to have a conversation about fashion. Baby, hush. Become a deaf mute immediately. Well, that's what she was. Come on now. Say it legit looked like a proper old world fashion house. That's exactly what it looked like. It was actually on point. And the fact that they country behinds came in there looking for ribs and Kool-Aid was real tacky. Hey, Dr. Ivy girl. Say, yeah, Ken just wanted to be negative. Right. Just angry for no reason. Call Mark and give him and his nose ring that energy. Leave everybody else alone. Marlo said Kenya has been on what happened live is a has been. Well, she said it on the show tonight too, Nona. I'm just saying. You say you don't like Mark, pay your taxes, sir, like a big boy business owner. I like Mark. He got his taxes paid. He made a deal with Kenya and Kenya paid his taxes. Sounded me like a businessman. Lala said they sure did put that in their production with Shady and it was funny. Oh, I didn't know they did that. Y'all mean. Alvarado say Drew is trying to be everyone's friend now because Portia gone. Now you right on that one. I agree because that showed what it looked like. Alicia say Kenya was shady and her hosting abilities lack in many ways. So many. So many. But what can you expect from her? That's all I'm going to say. Oh, all I can say is when it comes to the business owning and whatever, the man owned his business, he had a tax bill. And Kenya came with a proposition and they played let's make a deal and Kenya paid the taxes. Now, there you go. He got them paid. Say production was so wrong. Kenya's whole foot was white, like she was kung fu fighting flower. LJ, don't start that. Say sorry, sis. Sounds to me like a limp biscuit of a man. Hey, but that's what Kenya wanted. She wanted to make a deal with a limp biscuit. Now, if he is a dustish American and he made a good business deal, I'm not gonna begrudge him that. I will not. But listen, LJ forever took me out, not the kung fu fighting the flower. Now Kenya plays all kind of games. I love it when she's Ken because Ken shuts the blank up. Ooh, wait a minute. Michael say, though to be honest, the best production shady moment was the police sirens and dogs barking with the funny music in the background when Nene was walking on the streets meeting Kenya in her 4-star apartment. Look, I'm finna put this link in this chat in case any of y'all got something you want to say while I read some more y'all's comments. Oh my God, y'all crazy tonight. Ooh. This is what I need to take my mind off everything. I made 59 look good. Say I'm going to say good night. All right, boo. Night night. Yeah, his restaurant is in Brooklyn. Hey, Escamati say now why did Kenya have her foot in milk for TV? Y'all silly. Kimberly says flour. Kenya should know better by now. Listen, we haven't figured out how to keep the lotion on because I believe she puts it on. It just don't stay. I don't care where he is as long as he stays there. I agree with that. That works. That works. But listen, y'all really crazy. So get this. Coming up on the next dry episode, we got Auntie Time with Marlo. Yay. We got Sonya hanging out with her mama and them. Yay. Let's see what else. They said, oh, Candy and Todd had their little thing going on. Lala say anyone who would throw their mama under a bus for a storyline can't be trusted. She'll be ashy forever. Amen. Yeah, they real shady. Then you got somebody Todd got a condo in New Jersey. Candy say my name ain't on that, and then he drops the bomb and say his name ain't on that house. So Candy got a little bit of sense, y'all. Go Candy. And then apparently the little fellow with the dreads that was real weird when Candy came in Drew's house. Apparently him and he's Drew and Sheree's assistant. So I'm thinking that's probably gonna get a little interesting. Dawn says she needs Vaseline, the kind that came in the brown container for her feet. She might need to, and a lot of people don't want to go back to the old school, but that might be, that might be all it takes. You say production on point with the flashbacks, and you say they finally addressing the condo. They may as well. 9 times out of 10, they only addressing the condo because once again, for another year, Candy ain't got no storyline. Miss Gigi say Kenya got that kind of skin you put Crisco on for lotion. For her, is like water. I'm telling y'all that Vaseline, like Fam just said, the Vaseline in the brown jar probably be just fine. Marlo called Kenya jealous and a has been on what? Well, did she lie though, Randall? Did she lie? I'm just saying. AAE, thank you so much for the super chat. She says hashtag draft frick and frack. Child, do you really think that could save this show? Vanessa say, oh, Todd doing a Marceau and Martell. I don't know. I don't watch them clowns with that fake show. LJ say they had subtitles for Sonya's parents. I love the Jamaican accents, but even reading the subtitles, I was lost. Were you really? Because I wasn't. Todd say, yep, the next episode they show Kenya telling on the assistant. Uh-huh. That's true. That's true now. Okay, hold on. You say she need the bergamot hair grease up. Not the bergamot. And this is when I'm finna leave y'all alone. Listen, I love y'all to life. I'm mad because ain't nobody come up here to kick it with me, but that's cool. Michael say Atlanta is Bravo's favorite franchise despite the last season. Season. Okay. ATL brings it every season despite being a little boring after the Phaedra and Apollo drama. They have not brought it for years, honey. Yeah, I maybe you still living in the glory days. I'm sure. I have never had any trouble following them, but maybe that's just that Florida stuff because we hear it all the time. I've never had any trouble following those accents or many others. Now, if you got them real thick Spanish accents, you might lose me. But if it ain't something like that, I'm cool. But anyway, I'm finna go. Y'all crazy. And y'all won't come kick it with me, so that's all right. We're gonna try it again next week. But listen, all jokes aside, I enjoyed y'all so much tonight. This was fun. This is just what I needed to take my mind off everything. And I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. Listen, if you ain't hit the like button going out, thumbs up. Please let me know to do it for a thumb. I love y'all. Please give me the thumbs up. Please hit the notification bell and click all so you'll know every time we go live. And also check your subscribe button and make sure it's gray. If it's still red, that means you didn't subscribe. So double check and make sure your subscribe button is gray. You know, sometimes YouTube will take a subscribe back. Sometimes they'll take a like back. So if you like the video, double check. Okay, make sure they ain't take nothing back. But in the meanwhile, you know what I'm gonna tell y'all: be positive, be productive, be encouraged, and make sure you encourage somebody else. Y'all have a good night. Please go to bed early. I know y'all got to work tomorrow morning, but I hope y'all have a great day when you get to your respective jobs, classrooms, and whatnot. And in the meanwhile, have a great evening. Say your prayers, sweet dreams. Talk to y'all later. Bye.